I'm Gen Cam, and welcome to Gen Cam Plays Board Games. Today we'll be playing the 1 to 5 player game Let's Go to Japan, published by AEG. Okay, so before we actually get started, I probably should let you know, I do not speak Japanese. Not even close. My pronunciation is absolutely horrible, so please do not take offense if I choose not to pronounce certain things or I pronounce them incorrectly. The really cool thing about this game, though, is that on the cards there are pronunciations. I'm just still really horrible at it. Okay, so for our first turn, we are going to take a Kyoto card and a Tokyo card, and we are going to play one card and pass one card. So the first thing we want to consider when we are taking our turns are what types of activities we want to do that day. So for Monday, we are wanting to put this symbol, which can be seen here on the cards, which are the talking points for Monday, shopping for Tuesday, food for Wednesday, activities that save us money or are relaxing for Thursday, Friday, nature, and Saturday we want to visit the temples and shrines. For each day, we can only place 3 cards with one exception, but we'll get to that later. And I think we're going to take this one and place it on Tuesday. So what happens now is we will pass this card to the AI player, who is a travel agent. And since we passed a Kyoto card to the travel agent, we are going to take 1 Kyoto card and place it in our face down discard pile, and we will move on to the next round. We'll take another Kyoto, let's place it here, and another Tokyo card to play one, pass one. As you can see, this card is actually yellow, which means it's a neutral. Even though it has Tokyo on the back, it can represent Tokyo or Kyoto. I think we are going to take the Philosopher's Path for Kyoto and pass this one to the agents. And since it's a yellow card and it is a neutral, we actually get to pick whether we want to take a Tokyo or Kyoto card for the discard, and I am going to take a Tokyo card since we already have a Kyoto card in the pile. Move on to the next round, and I think we are going to tour the Sake district. I'm going to place this here. So one of the things we need to really think about, though, is that here we're in Tokyo and here we are in Kyoto. We are going to need trains to get in between. We do start with 1 train, but if we do not have more trains, it's going to be negative points at the end of the game. So we will pass this card to the AI. So we'll take a Tokyo card, but that is now their 3rd card in for Monday. And what that's going to mean is that this 3rd card at the end of the game is going to be the highlight of the game, or the highlight of the day, and they are automatically going to get the bonuses for that day, whether they have the symbols required to get them or not. But let's move on to the next round. So this is really hard because I really don't want the AI to have those symbols, because that could be a lot of points at the end of the game. Right now I kind of already have them on the track to go negative. However, if I place this here, then it's in between Kyoto days. It'd also be really hard for me to get that bonus. I think I'd rather me get 5 points than them get 5 points. So I'm going to take the Kyoto card, pass the Tokyo card, and we'll place another Tokyo card in our stack. You know what, though? I'm actually going to place it here. I'm going to place it on Saturday. If we go heavy for trains, we might be able to get 9 points. And the rate I'm going, that might be a pretty good possibility. Okay, so we are moving on to the next round. we're going to pick up the cards from the discard pile. We will play 2 cards and pass 2 cards. Oh my gosh! There's so many neutral cards! This is awesome! Okay, so I think we're actually going to take these 2 neutral cards, and I'm going to pass these ones, and let's see. We will place them, I think maybe this way. It'll push them into the negative for stress, and well, stress from spending so much money. And they'll get the bonus, but with this one, it'll only be 2 points because they don't have, they'll have 2 food. 2 points, 4. So it's going to be 4 points versus 5 points. So yeah, we'll do it this way. Place that there. And then how do we want to place our 2 cards? I'm going to put the shopping here because we're going to end up in Kyoto here. I think I'm actually going to place this one on top of the railway station because if I have the 2 talking points, then we will get these wild cards that will help us with our in-game scoring. So I passed a Tokyo and a Kyoto, well, a Tokyo and a wild. So let's take a Kyoto and a Tokyo card for our discard. And now we'll take 2 of each cards for each, or 2 cards for each city. We will play 2, pass 2. So I think we're going to go see a concert on Monday. And I think we're going to go to the Nijo Castle. I'm debating whether I want this to possibly be the highlight of the day or this one to possibly be the highlight of the day. 12 points is really, really nice, but I'm not sure if we will have 2 temples before this day since we're trying to see temples on Saturday. I think we're going to go for what's probably going to be a sure thing and place the Nijo Castle underneath the Philosopher's Pass. Then we are going to pass these 2 to the AI, which gives us 1 of each city card for our discard pile. For the next round, we are going to pick up the discard pile. And I have to be careful here because whatever goes next here will be the highlight of the day. So right now, this would be worth 8 points to them. This would also be worth 8 points. 6, 8, and possibly more for endgame scoring. Yikes. Oh, actually, this would be worth 6. I think I'm still going to take this food card because as right here, we're still in Tokyo. I'm going to place it underneath. I think we are going to take this temple card and we will place it right here, finishing our Saturday. Since now we have 3 cards. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look to see how many symbols we have for that day. We have 2. And now we can look at the bonuses. Since we have 2, we can either increase on the happiness tracker. We can take a wild token. And what this allows us to do is to draw 3 cards and discard 3 cards from our hand. If we still have this at the end of the game, it is worth 1 point. I am going to take 2 of those in hopes that perhaps we can get the cards that we want because we can dig from either pile. So now we are going to pass the 2 cards. We want the 6-pointer to go at the end of the day here, and this can go on Thursday. Since we passed 1 of each, we will place those into the discard pile and move on to the next round. How can I not visit a cat cafe? That is totally going on our Wednesday. So we've completed our Wednesday, so we'll take care of that in a moment. Oh, but what to do with the rest? Let's go ahead and use one of the tokens to draw 3, discard 3, and I'm going to draw 3 Tokyo cards, and I will discard these 3 cards. I hate to give them 7 points, but I need those cards. I'm going to use this one to finish Friday. Oh, and let's see. That's going to go in this order because I want the bottom card to be the highlight of the day, or the, I guess, top card that's at the closest to me. Yeah. And I'm going to go to the themed cafe on Monday, which is our second talking point. And yep, they're going to get Tokyo Tower, but it's stressful and I'm afraid of heights, so I don't really want to climb Tokyo Tower anyway. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh wait, I played too many cards. I played too many cards. Wait. Okay. So I had Cat Cafe, Tokyo Tower, and what did I play? Philosopher's Path. Okay, wait a minute. I played too many cards. Oops, Philosopher's Path wasn't the one. It was this one. Oh, I hate to see it, but maybe we don't go to see the cats. Because for Wednesday, I can still place Kyoto or Tokyo. Okay, so we'll do the themed cafe, which is the talking point and the food. And we'll do the cherry blossoms in the middle. I hate giving them a bump, but let's go ahead and put the cat cafe here, Tokyo Tower there. We take 2 Tokyo cards, place them in our discard, and of course, since there's 4 there, we now pick those up. Oh, I did finish my Friday. I am going to take a train. And for this one is you can take a train or you can go for a walk. When you go for a walk, you take a card and then you place it on that day. So this is the only way to have 4 cards in a day. However, it's face down, so you don't know what's on the card. But if you leave it as is during final score, you'll get a bump in your mood, and you will get a token because some cards for the highlight of the day score based on how many of those tokens you have. Now, you can also go for a walk if you don't want to place a card, you can take a card, place that instead, and then during final scoring, you again reveal that card and decide if you want to use it for that side or as a walk. I'm taking a train. Even though I do have my base train, this train is going to give me, it's a luxury train, so it's going to give me 2 points at the end of the game and plus a bump in my happiness meter. And right now, I'm not 100% confident that I won't need a train somewhere in here right now. This is my only train. Any train at the end of the game that you don't use is lost. But I'm a little worried because I need all Kyoto here. So let's see what cards we have this time. Oh, that's a lot of shopping. That's a lot of shopping. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm 100% going to take this card because I need that for Thursday because we're saving money. I definitely want to pass this one. And other than that, I think we just take this one because it does have the right symbol. And go ahead and pass this. Oh, this means we're going to get 2 Kyoto cards, which is fine. And now I think we'll have a chance to decide if we want another train later. I like the idea of being able to draw more cards, so I'm going to take more of these just in case. So now we will draw pick up these 2 Kyoto cards. Kyoto and a energy from a tea ceremony. Let's do it. And hopefully we have the 3 talking points at the end. We'll have food, so we might be able to score this one because that one's going to be really hard for us. So we'll do that. We will let them lose. Oh my god, that's 11 points though. Oh gosh, that's really rough. Oh man. I hate to give it to them, but hopefully we're knocking them down on the stress meter enough that will help to negate that. Because that's rough. Okay, so we are back to taking 1 card for each city, play 1, pass 1 still. Oh, we need to put 1 for our discard. Oh, it was a Kyoto. We need to place a Kyoto card for our discard. Perfect. This is perfect. That's our last talking point, and we will place this on their Saturday. We will draw a card that is now, we have 3 tokens there, and we have the ability to draw enough cards now that I'm not worried about having to take any more trains. So how about just for kicks, we take a Tokyo card and go for a walk. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a nature symbol for this card for highlight of the day on Tuesday. That wants 2, because it'd be nice to get those 2 points. Maybe we will, maybe we won't, but hey, it's worth a shot. Okay, we are almost to the end. We're gonna draw our cards, pick up our cards. It would be nice to get another one here, but I'm not gonna stress about it right now. We will just place this here and finish that day. This will go to the AI. We'll take a Kyoto card for our discard, and for our bonus, I'm going to take one of these wild symbols for in-game scoring. And now we take our last card, and we could decide whether we want a Kyoto or a Tokyo card. And I'm going to take a Kyoto card. I don't think it really matters. Oh, there's the one we could put there. We will use the photo sticker booth on our Wednesday, which will also be the highlight of our day, which giving them 7 points instead of 8 points is better. That ends our day. I am going to take another one of these tokens. So that's the end of the game. Now we can go into final scoring. So one of the fun parts about this game is taking turns and talking about your day and what you have planned. So we're going to go first. And first we're going to go for a walk. So like I said, we can now look at the card and see if we want to use it for its walk side or this side. So it's another shopping. It wasn't what I wanted, but it is, I mean, it's worth 2 points, but I think I'm going to want the bonus on the happiness track. So we'll go there, and technically you would put this here if I'd flipped it, but since I didn't, I still have that icon. Also, we don't have any highlights of the day that are requesting it. So next we can look at our next card, which was see a concert. So we are going to move up on our talking points track here. That's going to be worth 2 points. We also have go to a themed cafe. Japan is famous for its many immersive cafes where the decor, food, and servers reflect a singular theme. Robots, vampires, ninjas, maids, trains, or even popular anime. So that moves us up on our talking points and also our food. Last but not least, we are going to go get some food, which will increase both our talking points and our food. Since we have 3 talking points at the end of the day, we're going to enjoy the fresh seafood, so we're going to get 2 points per nature and food. Unfortunately, we don't have any nature. It would have been awesome if we'd gotten it there for multiple reasons. We did not, so we do not get that bonus. So for Monday, we have a total of 7 points. For the AI, they are going to go visit a temple. They'll move up 1 on the temple track and 1 on the nature track. They will then take a hike outside of town. That is 1 on nature, and it's going to be pretty tiring. So they will move down 1 on their stress meter. They will also go to the park, which will be 1 more on the nature, 1 more down on their stress meter, but they will get 5 points plus 1 up on temple track and 1 on talking points for it being the highlight of the day. So that is a total of 15 points for them for Monday. I should also point out that the AI does not need trains. Okay, so for our Tuesday, we are going to go to the park, which will give us 1 on shopping and 1 on nature. Miyashita Park is a large shopping center with a park and sports facilities on the roof. The redeveloped park opened in 2020, so that is going to be worth 2 points. We will also buy a gift in an interesting shop. We'll move up 1 on our shopping. And last but not least, this area is a hub for geek culture. This area is a hub for geek culture. It houses Sunshine City, a city within a city with numerous shops, an anime theme park, an aquarium, and a planetarium. We did not get R2 Nature, so we don't get the highlight of the day. So we will get 7 points for Tuesday. Our AI friend is going to start the day by saving money in a capsule hotel. So they'll move up 2 on the happiness track. Then they will take a cooking class, which is expensive. So they'll go back down 1 and move up 1 on the food track. And then they're going to go shopping in the department stores. This is a lot. They are going to move up 1 on the food track, 2 on shopping, and then they'll go down 1, 2 on the happiness meter because they are spending a lot of money, which now means they move up to the -3 for in-game scoring. This moves back to the center spot, and then they'll get 2 points per expensive icon and food. So they have 2 food, and those are, and it's not to be confused with this one, which is energy. So they have 2 and 3 for expensive, so only 2 food. So that is going to be 4 points, which is a total of 9 for the day. For us on Wednesday, before we head to Kyoto, we will grab some street food. So we will move up on our food track. We will then take the train to Kyoto, which will move us up on our happiness track. Once we get there, we're going to have some sake. So that moves us up again on our food track. And to end our day, we are going to go visit the sticker booth, which will move us up on our shopping track. And since we have 3 on our talking points, we get 8 points and move up 1 more on the shopping track. So we're not going to count the train points yet. That's going to be later. So for our cards, that is going to be 17 points. Our AI opponent for Wednesday is going to start off the day getting some food. And they are getting soba and tempura. I'm kind of jealous. Next, they're going to go to a flea market. So they'll move up on their shopping track and also on their money saving track. And they are going to stay at a machiya, which is a traditional wooden townhouse that were popular with the merchant class from the Edo period to World War II. Many have been converted to cafes, shops, or lodgings. So they go up on their talking track and go back down on their happiness meter because that is expensive. But it was also worth 10 points total plus these 2, so that is 16 points for the day. Next up, we have Thursday. First, we will do some temple lodgings, which is going to save us money. That bumps us up here on our happiness meter, so we can come up here. This goes back to the center. We can finally move our temple track up. Next, we will go to Nijo Castle, which we're going to do again tomorrow. That moves us up on nature. And last but not least, we have our tea ceremony, which is pretty awesome. Move up on our food, our talking points, and our happiness meter. And since it is our highlight of the day, we're going to learn the way of the tea. And we'll get 2 points per talking point and food. Talking point is our lowest one at 4, so that's going to be worth 8 points. So that is 14 points in total for the day. For Thursday, our AI friend is going to start at Shinjuku Gion Park, which was originally a feudal lord's residence. It was almost completely destroyed in World War II, but was rebuilt and reopened in 1949. That's pretty awesome. They move up on the nature track and up on their happiness track. They will then visit the cat cafe I wanted to visit. They will increase their food and their happiness because they're going to get a little bit of extra relaxation from petting cats before going to the Tokyo Tower. Better than me. That is exhausting, so they are going to go down in their happiness track. They're going to get 2 points per shopping and food. Their shopping is currently at 3, so that's going to be worth 6 points. So that day is worth 18 points. Oh my goodness. For Friday, we will start going back to Nijo Castle, which will give us a nature. We will then see some cherry blossoms. Yes, please. Move up again on our nature. And then we will take the philosopher's path, move up again on nature, but it will be tiring, so we move down there. But while we're there, we'll feel inspired, which means we will get 4 points plus 3 up on our happiness track. So 1, 2, 3. That moves us up to 12 for endgame scoring. So the total for our day is going to be 13 points. Honestly, I think the happiness track is our only saving grace at this point. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what our travel agent had planned. They are going to start with some shopping, so move up 2 in shopping, and then 2 down on the happiness track because it's exhausting and expensive. Next, they planned a trip to Miyashita Park, which we read earlier. That is going to be shopping and nature. And for the end of the day, we have a drumming class, which is 1 up on talking points, 2 down on energy. So we're going to move up the stress track there and reset. But that is 11 points. Oh my gosh. So Friday is 20 points. Oh, wow. So now we're moving on to our final day in Japan. And our first one is the Kyoto Railway Museum. We will then go to Kinkakuji Temple. It's a stunning temple whose top half is covered in gold leaf while the bottom is made of wood. The temple overlooks a pond and is one of Kyoto's most iconic landmarks. Oh, so we'll move up on our temple track, our lowest one, which I mean is the end of the week, so that makes sense. And then we're going to attend a festival. We'll move up on that one more time. And then we're going to discover something unexpected. So we will get 5 points plus 2 more of these tokens for our endgame scoring. And Saturday is 15 points for us. So let's see how they did. I'm thinking pretty good the rate this has been going. First, they will move up 1 on the Tokyo track. This temple features 1,200 stone statues of the disciples of Buddha, carved mostly by amateurs. They were added during refurbishment in the 1980s. Next, they're going to do some more shopping. Oh no, that bumped them up to the 8. Ah, yikes. And then last, they will move up 1 on their nature, 1 up here, and they'll learn about the Edo period. That's pretty cool. And that's going to be worth 7 points. Yikes. So they get 16 points for Saturday. So the next thing we are going to do is the stress slash happiness meters. So we have 12 points and they have -8. Now for the experience track, so that's going to be here. You have to at least be past one of these markers to get the points for them. So I am going to spend 2 to move. I love food. Let's move food up 2. So now this is gonna be worth 8 points. And then I'm gonna spend the other 2 we have to move nature up to 8 points as well. So we have 8, 16, 20, 24. And they have 8, 12, 16. For the trains, we get 2 points. And we do still have 3 research tokens, so that will give us the 3 points. And of course, they don't have any. So somehow we just barely squeaked out a win, 114 to 102. Luckily, this made the difference. That and the happiness tracker made the difference because, yeah, the happiness tracker was a 16-point swing, and the experience tracker was an 8-point swing. So yeah, that made the difference because we were not winning. We were not winning before those. But that is the base game of Let's Go to Japan. There are also 2 expansions for the game. There is a Grab Your Passport expansion, and there's also the Best Day Trips in Japan expansion. So yeah, let me know. Do you want to see how the expansions work? I have not actually played with the expansions yet, so I would be more than willing to show them to you. But yeah, let me know down below. And till next time, bye-bye.